Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks. I'm back at the Dice Cup, and this evening I'm joined by
Mark.
Steve.
And we've just finished playing Dorado. Now, this is a race, essentially. You can see our little guys are up here, but at the start of the game, we all started over here, and you're trying to race through the jungle, across the water, through the little villages, past the mountains, and get to Dorado first. In this case, Mark managed it first, so he was the winner. The way you do that, though, is it's a deck building game. So you have a deck of cards, and when it's your turn, you draw 4 of these cards. And, in fact, that is 4. Let me just spread these out and see what we've got. So the gold can be used to buy other cards. So there's a market of cards available here. You can see the costs are at the bottom. There's only actually 3 copies of each card, though. So when these 3 cards are bought, they go away. There's another selection of cards here, and whoever bought the last card gets to choose which selection of cards come down. So there's quite a variety of different cards that are going to come down each time, depending on what people pick. But the other ones are fairly straightforward. The green ones are machetes that let you move through the jungle. So each one of these you have lets you move 1 space through there. If you needed to move through a 2 space, though, you would need a card that's 2 or higher. This one I bought later on in the game is a 6. It gets me through a lot of jungle, but this cross means I would have to discard it after I used it. So that's just a one-use thing. Other cards in your deck, as well as more gold, even more gold. I think I may have trashed my water card, but there we go. We've got a water card here. You do have cards that's fairly straightforward like this, let you move over the water, but there are double water spaces and things, so that's why you might need the ones which get you through more water. Some cards can be used for various different things, so this could be 1 machete, water, or a coin. Getting through the villages, you can either use the money to buy the cards, like I was saying, but you can also spend coins to get you through the villages. So this 1 coin here would let me move if I was here onto this space here. And again, later on, you can see there are some villages with 2, 3, or even 4 coins required to get through. Now, as we were working our way through, there were these barriers here as well, which are quite nice. When the first person gets to this, they have to do whatever it says on the top. In this one, it says you have to discard 2 cards, which then removes the barrier, and then they can carry on. So that's quite nice because it slows down the leader and prevents somebody just racing off to the finishing line. But essentially, you're deck building as best you can, buying more cards, adding them to your deck as they cycle round, and using those cards to race through the jungle to Dorado. First player there is the winner. What do we think?
I think what it said first, as we can see, right, it's a Spieljahres nominee, and it definitely is. It is literally Fisher Price as my first deck builder. It kind of even looks that way, to be honest. It is so, because it's so smooth. Your turn is starting just as it's finishing, just as you're picking out your deck. So easy to teach. There's enough variability with the different cards that come down. There's even a little bit of fun. I could be a little bit bitchy with it. I was selecting, because I selected cards that allow me to grab cards from above that line. So I was putting cards down that was no use to other people, just to slow other people down. Yeah, that's it. There's a decent amount of variability. It's fun to play, and you can teach anybody in about 5 minutes.
All right, Steve?
Yeah, it's very fast. It is a deck builder you could easily see you playing with your family and your children. There's a clear goal. It isn't just about making the best deck, it's about getting from there to there. You can have the best deck, but because you haven't started moving quickly enough, you get left behind. And you can get blocked, you can't actually move past people. There are a couple of other nice bits as well. Jonathan mentioned there were some tiles where you need more than 1 machete to go over, and you can't use 2 1 machetes to make a 2 machete. You have to get those better cards. You can't just kind of start moving straight away and just hope you've got enough steam to get you there, which is quite nice. I do feel like the look, you're only drawing 4, and you can never draw, you get some cards to draw extra cards effectively, but if you draw 4 and some of those cards are just dud cards, you don't get much done on a turn, so there is a bit of randomness there, but generally the person who's kind of done it the most efficiently will win this game.
Rating out of 10?
For what it is, I'd probably say 7, although it is quite light for me.
Okay. Mark?
Yeah, I think I'd give it a 6. I don't think I'd play it repeatedly. I'd get bored reasonably quick after maybe 3 or 4 plays. We're starting to see enough of it. But it's a very good game.
Okay. Yes, as they say, I can totally see why it's been nominated for the Spieljahres. It is the quickest, most streamlined deck builder I think I've ever played. It's just very simple, it's very straightforward, and you're racing through the jungle, but I feel like there was enough for me to think about. It's like, okay, if I go this route, I'm going to need lots of jungle cards, but if I try and go around this other way, I need all those coins to get through the villages. So it's nice, the fact that you've got lots of different tiles, as well as these ones that come through with the game. There's a massive pile here. All the tiles are double-sided, so you're going to get a lot of different variability there with the different kinds of cards. So as a family game, It's superb. I don't think you could beat it, really. I'd love to play this with my family. I can't see myself playing it with other gamers again, really. But a great family game. I'd be on an 8 out of 10. All right, thanks for watching. That was El Dorado.